What's up guys and welcome to another video. In today's video, we're gonna make a blocks fruit tier list based on update 29. So we have the new fruits, tiger and werewolf. We have the biggest boy, which is for the best fruits in the game. We have the bigger boy, which is like above the best fruits in the game. We have the big boys, who is like eh, it's good. Small boys, which is like slightly worse, and the baby boy for the worst fruits in the game. So let's get into it. So the first fruit is the new tiger fruit, and I know I'm gonna put this. We're gonna put this in the biggest boy. I think it deserves its title because it's a mythical and a beast fruit, and it's literally so good, so good. And you can also upgrade it at the mysterious scientist. So good. So we have the finger revolver, which shoots a fireball from their finger. If the key is held, it will send a barrage of ghostly index pointing hands. First, firing the blazing projectile after a short movement. If damage is taken while the move is held, the final projectile will be fired early. Wow, it deserves its title. Next is the spiraling kick. The user creates and sends a large powerful air blade in the shape of a swirl with their legs, which is impelled at the cursor like a razor blade and slashes the target several times upon hitting. It's actually good. And after image assault, the user teleports a couple of times in the cursor's direction, then lets out a roar that deals damage and knockback. That sounds crazy. And finally, the transformation. The user transforms into a tiger-human hybrid, unleashing a roar. And the teleporting the body flicker. The user moves forward a short distance, very fast, and if there is a target in front of them, the user will knock them back with a swift kick and deal a good amount of damage. Well, to be honest, I think it deserves its title. It really does. And I also forgot to put werewolf because tiger and werewolf are basically the same. So yeah. The second the second fruit that we're gonna rate is the dragon fruit. I think we all know where I'm gonna put this. Dragon. It's literally the best fruit, in my opinion. Cause look at this fruit. Dragon is a mythical beast type fruit, but it's expensive. 5,000 Robux and $15 million. Wow. It's very expensive, but it's totally worth it. So worth it. It also has M1, actually. Let's just skip that and we can get to the moves. There we go. Now this is the M1. It looks so good. The user begins to scratch their opponent with fiery claws 3 times. Wow. Okay, we have the first move, Heatwave Cannon. A user fires a beam of scorching hot energy, knocking enemies back. Holding this move will make this move have more range and damage. Wow, that sounds powerful. Now the second move is Inferno Pincer. Let's see what this is. When held, the user prepares themselves to launch towards their opponent. As the key is released, the user will dash at their opponent and drag them before full on throwing them at their cursor, smashing them into the ground. So cool. And the third one, and the most powerful move in the whole game, Scorching Downfall. The user leaps into the air and begins bombarding the ground with fiery projectiles. Upon impact, the projectiles explode, damaging enemies caught in the vicinity, knocking them back and stunning them for a brief moment. Holding this move allows the user shoot fireballs for around 2.5 seconds. Wow. I have nothing to say but wow. So, and we have the Imperial Evolution, the transformation. If the user has acquired all the orange flame meter bar, they will proceed to evolve into a hybrid form. But if the user has the red flame meter bar full, they will transform into the dragon. Wow. Look at this transformation. So cool. It deserves its title as the biggest boy. Actually, it's a big boy. So, yeah. So the third fruit, it's kitsune fruit. And kitsune is actually really good. It's so good. You can transform it. The kitsune as M1, it has everything. But not better than dragon. So, but as to put it in the biggest boy, kitsune. Now, let's see its abilities. Kitsune is actually really good. It's also a beast fruit and it's a mythical. It's also expensive. It's a 4,000 Robux fruit and it's $8 million. So expensive. Let's hurry up, let's get to the moves, not reading all that. And yeah, so this is M1, which is actually really cool. Not gonna lie, its M1 is better than that. Yeah. Now this is the first move, the Accursed Enchantment. The move has two distinct variants. If hit, the user summons a blue fire flame that circles the opponent. Wow. If not hit, the user creates a small AoE that deals no damage to nearby targets. Okay. Not bad, but not good. Yeah. Tales of Burning Agony. The move does damage in a zigzag shape, first hitting one corner, then hitting another, and finally hitting the target. Wow, actually a really good move. And the third one is the Foxfire Disruption. The user summons a ball of blue flames and strikes it at the enemy. When the key is released, the ball of flames will erupt into a huge explosion, and flames will be present if landed near the ground. And finally, the transformation, which looks so cool. Look at the tails. Look at that. The user transforms into a full Kitsune. The user gains the ability to avoid all basic damage for 1 second while transforming. That's actually good, really good transformation. But not better than dragons. Now, Wild Assault. It's actually teleportation. The user dashes forward and if they hit target, at, sorry for this stutter. Sorry, I'm really sorry. Slashes the target with its claws multiple times. And that's it. That's it for the Kitsune. Time to move on to the next fruit. So the next fruit is the Yeti fruit. And not gonna lie, I'm sorry for all the Yeti fans, but I'm, I'm gonna put it, yeah, the bigger boy. I feel like it doesn't deserves to be at the biggest boy because I feel like it isn't even that good. Tiger crush it, bro. Now let's see its moves. So the Yeti is also a beast fruit and it's a mythical. It costs a lot of Robux. Every fruit in blox fruits costs so much Robux. And money 5 million. Wow. It also has M1 but only in transformation. Just like Tiger. Yeti is a mythical beast-type fruit that costs 5 million or 3,000 from the blox fruit dealer. We're not reading all that. Okay. So we have the Arctic Lap, which, not gonna lie, it's not even that good. The user hands will attract icy energy and cause the screen to shake a little. When released, the user compiles a large amount of snow on their hands and slams them together, causing a straight line explosion of ice, knocking away enemies at a good distance. Wow. Now the second ability is Frost. I'm sorry for the stutter again. Second ability, Frostbite. Boulder. Now this ability is actually good. So the user formulates a huge snowball from their hands. When released, the user hurls the snowball towards the person, slowing and crashing into the surface, damaging enemies caught in impact with the snowy blast while leaving traces of snow behind. Actually good. Glacial execution. The third one. The user launches themselves toward the cursor and upon a contact, they exhale a breath of freezing air that encases the opponent before dashing behind them and blasting them forwards with a devastating amount of force. It's actually really good, but it's so hard to hit, actually. And it's so long. So long. Bro. And finally, the transformation. The transformation is legit the best part. Honestly, in my opinion, this transformation is the best transformation in the whole game. So cool. The user roars, causing ice spikes to pierce up the ground, near damage and knockback to any nearby enemies, before transforming into an upright huge yeti with eyes glowing eyes. Wow. And finally, the final move, Thunder Rush, which is like, honestly, it's like the kitsune fruit. They launch forward and slapping them to the ground 2 times, creating ice explosions and ice ground spikes on the floor, and then knocks them away. So yeah, honestly, it is a good fruit. It is a good fruit, but the 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 moves don't deal a lot of damage. So let's move on to the next fruit. The next fruit we're gonna review is Mammoth. And not gonna lie, I'm sorry again, but Mammoth, you're going here. I'm sorry. It's, it's just like Yeti. Look at the moves, bro. Look at. So the mammoth is again a beast type fruit and it's mythical. Like Yeti, it can M1 but only in transformation. So yeah, and it's costs a lot. It's almost 2,000 Robux and $2 million. I'm not gonna read all this. Where's the? Is my internet lagging? Oh, there we go. So the Asian cutter. The user gets engulfed in a dark mammoth-shaped shadow with shining red eyes and stumps on the ground, sending 3 large strikes an exceedingly high distance forward. Not gonna lie, it actually looks pretty good, but the damage is what matters. The true prehistoric punch. The user is engulfed by a dark mammoth that bolts at the aim area. Upon hitting a target, the mammoth swings its head up, jabbing the target and sending it up. It's actually pretty good damage. It's actually pretty. Sorry guys, my grandmother called me. So, so the third move is Colossal Crusher, which dashes forward akin to the X move, shrouded in a dark mammoth-shaped shadow. But upon striking a target, they are forcefully slammed down. Okay? And the final one, Transformation Action, which is really cool. Upon, transforma- upon transformation into an armored mammoth, the user emits a thunderous rat uproar. Wow. And the stampede is actually really good. It's never ending and you can hold it while in transformation. And that's all for math. So I think it definitely deserves its title. So the mythicals, yeah, we all know where I'm gonna put them. So Rocket, Pin. What else? Uh, the third one's brain, blade. Uh, oh no, actually blade. I'm gonna put blade in this. It's actually kinda good fruit. What else? Bomb, smoke, and spike. There we go. Much better. So the next fruit we're gonna review is the spirit fruit. And like always, spirit fruit, uh, not that good. I don't, me personally, I don't like the spirit fruit that much. So I'm gonna put the spirit fruit at only the big boy. I'm sorry, but it's not that good. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, let's see its abilities. So here we have the spirit fruit. It's also mythical, but a natural type. Mythical this time. And it costs a lot of Robux. 2,500 Robux and $3 million. So yeah, I'm gonna read that. Yeah, okay. So we have the first move, the crossfire gaps. The user mounts angel body shoe and flies towards the position of the cursor, then summons an ice block that damages and stuns people. Yeah, it's not a good ability. Wrath of Ra. It's actually not that good, but it's actually pretty good. The user sends the demon body Ra to position the cursor. This move can be held to reach further. The demon body Ra then explodes into a pillar of fire, damaging enemies and launching 4 fireballs in the air. Wow, it's actually pretty good, but this third move is actually pretty good. So the third move is the Rat of Shoe, which the user mounts onto the angel body shoe and swiftly dashes into the cursor location and stomps on the angel body shoe. This creates ice around the user as an AoE move. And finally, end of time search is actually really good. The user commands both their angel body and their demon body shoe and rod to fire a beam of ice and a beam of fire towards the cursor, stunning enemies. The two beams would then merge, creating a large AoE ice explosion. The Sky Ruler's flight ability. Yes, that's all. Now time for the next fruit. Okay, so now for the other fruits, I'm not gonna look to their moves anymore. Maybe you guys know them. To make this video a bit more faster, because it's 18 minutes. If I show the moves of every fruit, it would take an hour. So yeah. So starting off with the T-Rex fruit. T-Rex fruit is actually good. The moves are kind pretty good. It also has a stun ability, which lasts longer actually. But moves are slow, but the transformation is good. So I'm gonna put T-Rex in the bigger boy. Okay. So now time for gravity. Gravity is actually really good. It adds a lot of damage. Gravity has an M1. You can upgrade it. Actually, you can upgrade it so that the M1 will be longer. So yeah, I'm gonna put gravity to here. I think it don't deserves to be at the biggest boy. So now time for the new fruit, pain, which I have actually. I have a pain fruit, and it's my only fruit. But I'm gonna put the pain fruit. This is not bias, okay? But literally, it's so good. It's such a good fruit. Pain is such a good fruit. First of all, pain is actually really good. It's insane. and all the moves deal a lot of damage and AoE. You can also upgrade it. Actually, it's a good fruit, so it deserves to be there. So we have its rival, lightning fruit, and lightning is good, but not as good as pain. So we're gonna put lightning here because lightning has an M1 too, but not that good. Its AoE is large actually, but the worst thing is gotta charge. Gotta wait. What if what if you're in a PvP and you can wait for so long? So yeah, it's in a bigger pool. So time for my old food sound, which is actually pretty good. I'm gonna put it here because sound has a tempo meter which buffs your defense and damage. So other moves are pretty good. They deal pretty good damage. So let's put in the bigger bowl. So now time for light. The light fruit. Not gonna lie, light fruit is gonna be here. Light fruit is good because light fruit has a M1, which is really good, and light fruit has many good abilities. You can also awaken it, so it's actually pretty good fruit. And yeah, and it also comes with a weapon, so the haki can affect the sword. It's actually pretty good fruit. Now time for dough. Dough is actually so good, especially when awakened. Dough awakened, like probably here. Though because when you awaken though you become so overpowered. So overpowered. Literally. So good. It has also a moment when you awaken it and all the moves are kinda the same but this a lot more damage. So yeah, it deserves to be here. Next up is the shadow fruit. The shadow fruit, I'm gonna lie, right here. Shadow fruit's not that good. I mean it is a buff on at night, but it's not that good. Actually, the moves are not that good. Like the Umbra meter buffs your strength, but all the moves doesn't deal a lot of damage. But it's a big boy though. Not gonna put it in small boy. So the next fruit is the phoenix fruit. The phoenix fruit uh when not awakened, I'm sorry, phoenix is here, but not awakened today. Should be removed when not awakened. So phoenix goes right here because it has hidden abilities and there's a hack that you can stand at at a meet at a meter when you can damage them, but they can't hit you. So it's actually pretty good for when awakened. So now time for Buddha fruit. Buddha is so good. I'm gonna put this right away to here. It is the god of grinding. Not PvP though. It is not that good at PvP, but it's good at grinding because you can enlarge your fighting style and Surge which deals a lot more damage. It's actually pretty good. So yeah, Buddha is the biggest boy in grinding PvP. Yeah. Okay, so we have next it's the magma fruit. Magma is actually pretty good for grinding and for PvP. So magma go right here. Magma has a lot of damage when awakened. Also, not awakened is actually pretty good. You can walk on water when you're awakened. This a lot of damage, and it's an elemental. So when you reach a certain level, NPCs cannot damage you anymore. So it's actually pretty good food. So so actually no, it's a biggest boy. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. Yeah. Okay. So now time for the creation. Creation fruit. Sorry. Creation fruit is at the small. I mean the M1's not that even good. It just blocks people. It's literally Fortnite. We don't like camping players. The creation fruit users literally camp using their build ability, and the moose doesn't even deal a lot of damage, and you can you can avoid them. So it's actually not a very good fruit. So yeah, s- yeah. So next up is the eagle fruit. Eagle fruit is actually pretty good, and eagle as an M1, all the moves deal a lot of damage except for the ferrometer, because the M1 reduces the ferrometers. Big boy, yeah, big boy. So the dark fruit is so good when awakened. Dark fruit butt cheeks if not awake. No, actually, it's not a butt cheeks, but it's a big boy, bro. It's actually really good. Yeah, I mean, come on, it doesn't need dark fruit, but it's actually good fruit. Yeah. So next up is the flame fruit. Flame fruit is actually good for grinding and PvP, so go right here, as well as the ice fruit. Both are good for PvP and grinding. They all deserve to go there. So next up is what else? I kind of forgot. Next up is the blizzard fruit. The blizzard fruit is actually does a lot of damage, and it's an elemental. So when you reach a certain amount of level, NPCs uh, cannot damage you anymore. So it's actually pretty good. So blizzard, go to the bigger one. Uh, what else? What Quake fruit, there we go. Quake fruit. Quake fruit. Yeah, sorry man. Quake fruit to go here. All the moves like take so long. It deals a lot of damage. Good enough damage, but it's actually not that good even when I weekend. So yeah, they're in a big ball zone. So what fruit? What? Hmm. Rubber fruit. There we go. Rubber fruit, good for grinding. It has M1, also good for PvP. So put it right here. And if you don't know, uh, I think rubber has an immunity to something else, but I forgot what it is. I'm sorry, but yeah, rubber is bigger boy. So yeah. So now the love fruit, which is the love fruit. I'm sorry, the love fruit is the next fruit that we're gonna rate. Love fruit is actually good with the best of friend though. Without the best of friend though, love would be like small boy. Yeah. So love is actually pretty good fruit. Yeah, good fruit. So I think that's all the fruits in the game. Comment comment down below if I miss anything else. So yeah, what do you think about my tier list? Do you find do you find it annoying? Do you find it interesting? What do you rate it out of 10? So yeah, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And I see you guys in the next video. Peace out.